Good morning. This morning, I just want to reinforce what our thought for the day was yesterday. The next verses here that we get into about what Jesus says regarding prayer are verses 7 and 8. And they set up verse 9 and following that are going to give us what's often referred to as the Lord's Prayer. Maybe it's better to refer to that as the model prayer. In any event, here's verse 7 and 8. And when you pray, do not heap up empty phrases as the Gentiles do, for they think that they'll be heard for their many words. They're focused on verbosity. They're focused on saying all kinds of big things that people will go, wow. So they're going to speak deeply theological terms that somehow make the hearers go, whew, man, these guys are deep. Do not be like them, verse 8 says. Why? For your Father knows what you need before you ask Him. He knows what you need before you ask Him. It reminds me of the missionary story of Helen Roseveare praying for some very, very specific things that God would deliver so that she could use them for ministry in the context she was ministering to at a very desperate time. And after praying, within a very short time frame, she ended up opening a package, and it had the very exact specific items that she had prayed for. How does that happen? The package, this was years ago, the package, it would have taken a certain amount of days to get there from where it was sent and addressed. It was clear it was sent before she ever prayed, but God had already answered. God had already answered. He'd already done the miracle. So this is the God we serve, one who stimulates us even to pray for particular things. We don't even know, but this Spirit who groans and ministers on our behalf when we're not sure what to pray, He prays on our behalf. This one who is not just answering, but is provoking and stirring us to the very prayer that we would pray. He is faithful to answer. So why would we come and assess how we're going to come with all kinds of wordiness? It's interesting, in the New International Version of verse 7, it begins, and when you pray, do not keep on babbling. That was a word that William Tyndale coined in English, right? It's an onomatopoeia, which is a word that sounds like what it means. To babble means you're just saying nonsense. You're saying nonsense. You don't have to worry about trying to be verbose. He already knows what you need. He already knows what you need. Just tell Him. Simply tell Him and watch, because He's the one working in unseen, hidden ways to provoke you to say those very things. It's amazing. It's all the work of God from top to bottom. So just pray. May the Lord bless you.